I failed today miserably.
How did you do that?
In someone's spooky time of need, I failed.
What?
I had one of our friends who actually we're going to have to talk about because they want to do a collab and giveaway.
Oh, okay.
And they messaged me and they said, "Hey, I need a fog machine and I know you've got to have one."
I have one.
Well, then I'm going to have to borrow it from you because I had to tell our friend that I have failed
That you don't own a fog machine.
the club of spooky bitches over here.
I mean, really, I'm disappointed in you.
Machine.
Disappointed.
Yeah, so we got to find our friend a fog machine because he had a Halloween time of need and I failed. So hopefully you have one.
Like for Halloween he needs it or for something coming up?
For a shoot for some product that he's trying to sell. Not trying to sell, actually selling. They're killing it. Our friend has, they do 3D printing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And
All right. Well, are you ready for a joke?
I am.
I did some research on some today, just getting some. Okay, so this is a long one.
Oh boy, buckle up. Get your blankies, everybody. Let's sit down.
Oh, well, do you want... God damn it. I got some really good ones. Okay, I guess that one's not a dirty one. That one's more of a... Okay, I'm going to do this one. This is dirty and short. How did Burger King Start again. How did Burger King get Dairy Queen pregnant?
How?
He forgot to wrap his Whopper.
Fair.
Good.
Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your co-ghosts, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to brew up some lunatic soup.
Let's go.
What are we drinking today?
Oh, we are. Your
Are
husband.
you kidding me? Are
Sorry.
you about? You're about to go straight into story.
I was about to go straight into the story. I
can't even do.
It's been a long day.
It has
It's been a long day. We're doing a double header tonight. It's gonna be great. I mean, this episode's gonna be fun. Wait till you hear whatever we record next.
That'll be even better.
I believe we call those ones unhinged when we are so tired we are delirious.
That is what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
that's us. This is a Bellingham cider. Yeah, we sent Mr. Boo Boo to Total Wine and More today because I was like, I'm sick of us just having Shillings and Incline. Not that we don't love both of them, but we
love
needed
them. But
some
that's what we
switch up.
get. That's what we get around up on the hill.
And we've just been busy and not
Yeah.
going anywhere. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants to send us some ciders or tell us some places to get some unique ciders around close to us, let us know.
Yes,
Or if
please.
you're out and see a cider and you're like, oh, Meg and Raina should drink this on their podcast. Like, I'll Venmo you for it. Just like get it for us, please. And thank you. Okay, so Bellingham cider Pog, which is
I just love the name.
pineapple.
You remember Pogs?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the little
you flip 'em?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's a blast.
That's like early 90s, baby.
I was listening to the radio this morning, which I never listen to the radio, so it was random and
Video killed the radio.
It did,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But it was like they were talking about things that if you're born, only if you were born before the year 2000, you would understand. And they went through a few things, but what was like how to program a VCR, like how to set record on a VCR, how to survive the Oregon Trail. And I lulled. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Such a good game. Okay.
back to Pog. I'm excited about this one. So Bellingham
it's
is here in Washington.
peach?
No, it's passion.
Passion.
Orange guava.
Orange
So
guava.
this is my favorite juice to drink in Hawaii. It's like an actual Pog juice is like a big thing there. It just
Here I just thought it was a fun, clever name.
no, it tastes like you get it like on the flights to Hawaii. You get Pog juice, and it's always my favorite because it means we're actually going there. It's just delicious.
I've never been to Hawaii.
And we'll get there eventually.
Someday. There's a bunch of places I want to go. I want to go to New Orleans, like really bad.
Yeah, that one is a fun one. I will say. All right,
right.
do a sip without lime. Ooh,
Ooh, that's not sweet at all.
no,
That just tastes
Oh,
like
don't
juice.
even. I got lime because I thought we'd need
I don't
lime.
think it needs it.
I taste the orange. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I like
good.
it.
Not bad. Really not bad. I feel like every cider we have had from Bellingham Ciders has been really good.
I don't think we've had a bad one.
Because we've done a cherry one that I got one time. Then
We've done probably 3 or 4 of them
Yeah.
at this point.
and I feel like they're all like pleasantly delightful,
Wonderful.
if you will.
Good job.
All right.
They're not heavy. Like
No.
they're light, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, today we are discussing the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Oh my God.
And I messaged my mother-in-law and I'm like, hey, do you have pictures from when you investigated there? She goes, oh, no, I didn't investigate there. I investigated the other one.
After you researched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, still, we're doing the other one still. But like, how many?
I mean, how many
are
lunatic asylums?
A lot.
I
There's
love
one
it.
here in Washington that we need to go to up north.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Well, isn't it just an asylum, not a lunatic asylum?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I like it to be a lunatic asylum.
You know, there's a difference between an asylum and a sanatorium.
No?
Yeah, a sanatorium is like for actual like physically ill people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. But mentally ill is asylum. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. At least from back in the day.
Well, yeah, right.
I
now,
mean, do
they have asylums now? With
no, they have mental health facilities.
Yeah. It's just not called that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm partial to the name of this one.
Oh, I'm very partial. She sent me like what episode. She gave me a list of episodes we could record tonight because she has a bunch written, obviously, because Meg's amazing. And I was like, obviously the one that has lunatic in the name.
Meg's not amazing. Meg has anxiety when things aren't done.
And Meg's amazing, but it's fine. We can go with either. And she's partnered with me who has zero anxiety when things aren't done. I'm like,
oh, I can't handle it.
No, it doesn't bother me.
That's what stresses me out.
Ooh. I'm fine.
Okay. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum was a psychiatric hospital in Weston, West Virginia. We are freaking back in West Virginia, man.
What the hell's going on in West Virginia?
And I'm not writing these because they're in West Virginia. I just keep finding things and I'm going to write about them and then they're in West Virginia.
I feel like we need to research some West Virginia shit. What's wrong with West Virginia?
Nothing's wrong with West Virginia.
Well, what's going on in West Virginia?
It's probably silver in the water, if I had to guess.
Really?
Haven't you not heard of the Blue People?
No. Oh, yeah. Maybe
I don't know
have.
if that's West Virginia. That might have been like Kentucky.
Or just Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Not West Virginia?
Not West. There's two of them.
There's two.
So very confusing. Why are we so weird with that shit? Couldn't they have come up with a better name?
I don't know.
You have Virginia, and then you have West Virginia.
But two different thoughts when you think about Virginia versus West Virginia.
But couldn't they have done like how they have North Carolina and South Carolina, not just Carolina, and they could have done like East Virginia and West Virginia, you know?
Yeah. All right, I found.
Just saying.
So my aunt was doing some family history, and our grandmother, her grandmother, my great grandmother, is from Fall Mills, West Virginia. Fun fact: her name was Diana Ross.
Oh,
and I have a cousin named Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Yeah,
You really got some celebrity names going in that
Right?
family. That's exciting.
fun.
I think I have a friend who lives in West Virginia, but she lives in either Virginia or West Virginia. I just can't remember. I think it's West Virginia.
A ton of family in Virginia, and apparently in West Virginia. Did you know that this West Virginian great grandmother was like a Bigfoot conspiracist?
I remember you told me this. Yeah, I mean,
And apparently there's a cousin somewhere that actually went on to study ufology.
which is, I mean, is this around where the Smoky Mountains are? Where are the Smokies?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. This guy keeps coming up on my TikTok and he's a Smokies park ranger and he's telling all these crazy stories about like Bigfoot and stuff and big feets, big
Yeah.
Yetis.
Knoxville. No, that's more like Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know anything.
That's more like Tennessee, Georgia area.
Just kidding.
Smokies.
Disregard. Sorry if you're from West Virginia.
We're learning, you guys. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah.
We're all here to learn. The location has been known by other names like the West Virginia Hospital for the Insane or the Weston State Hospital. So you may have heard one of those. The construction of the hospital began in 1858 and it was initially constructed. Hang on just a second.
Anyways, but his friend just called. And while they were on the phone, I just took the opportunity to shove a hamburglar in my mouth.
My friend called to discuss UFOs and aliens.
Which I'm like, okay, well, what I want to hear. What is he going to
He
say?
put some things together that he would like to discuss.
Yeah.
So
I know. I'm like,
I love how our friendship has evolved because 20 years ago we were watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force together and C Lab 2020, and now we're on the other side of the country and we get together to discuss
paranormal shit
while our spouses just they're there.
But I love because he's one of those like very like he has a very like I don't want to say intelligent mind, but what is it like a bright like it's like one of those. a critical thinker or like, I don't know. He like the way that he thinks about things. So I'm like, I want to know what the fuck he like put to, I'm like, what, you put something together. What is it? Cause that sounds exciting.
I'm excited. All right. We're just going to have to figure out a recording time just to come on and bullshit.
Yeah. We'll just,
but like, that's the best phone call to get. Literally, hey, Meg, I'm calling to bullshit some UFO stuff with you.
Yeah. You're like, sounds good.
I mean, if I was not recording right now, that is what we would be doing.
But unfortunately, you're recording right now.
Also, how cool is it that I grew up with this guy 20 years ago on the other side of the world?
I know. And you guys both live near each other. Wild.
I love it. Where was I?
Small world sometimes.
Right? The construction of the hospital began in 1858 and was initially constructed by prison laborers. So we're already off to a fabulous start.
Oh, yeah. Bad energy.
No bad energy there. None at all.
Was there a well?
Construction was interrupted by the Civil War in 1861 and it continued being built in 1862. The asylum opened its doors in October of 1864 and operated until May of 1994.
Holy shit.
Right. And it still had patients in 1994. They were transferred to the William R. Sharp Hospital in West Virginia. When opened, the hospital was designed to house 250 patients. However, by the 1950s, it was so overcrowded that it had over 2,400 patients.
Wow.
When it was supposed to hold 250.
Oh.
250. And it had 2,400.
So how the fuck everyone had like 5 people to a bedroom kind of thing or a room?
I'm sure it was absolute best care.
Yes. You're right, because we would be recording about it if it was
right.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was best care, best practices.
The asylum was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1990, and in 2007 was sold at auction, opening its doors once again to tourism in 2008.
Wow.
I would love to go here. All these old, like the Waverly, which we're going to talk about. There's one in Pennsylvania.
So the asylums, to me, like those, I think I've talked about this before.
The energy.
It's the energy, but it goes back to like, you haven't seen American Horror Story, but I want you to watch the American Horror Story Asylum one.
Okay, I want to watch the witches one too.
But it just like it kind of like emphasizes the fucked upness of these places, like the horrific things that went on there.
Well, you know, Nellie Bly, she actually one of my very best friend's mother wrote a book about Nellie Bly. Yeah. But there was a TV show about it a couple of years ago. She was a female like journalist. She was actually one of the first to actually like travel around the world. But she had herself committed to an insane asylum so that she could see what was going on in there. And her boss was instructed to get her out at a certain time. But she had herself committed, and she really like opened everybody's eyes to this is what's going on.
Like how horrible things are. Yeah. You need to watch the American Horror Story one because it's similar along the lines. There's a lot of things. It gets weird, but it also is like, you know, I mean,
I'm sure it's horrific, and all those things actually happened.
I think that's the scary part. Is a lot of it is like based on true stories. Some of the American Horror Story one isn't, but fucked up. But you just hear stuff about like what they would do to patients. It's just terrible,
it's awful. The overcrowding began almost immediately. By 1880, 16 years after opening, the hospital had roughly 717 patients.
Wow!
So it. Pretty much off the bat.
Why do you think that it's wild? Because for it to grow that much, it must mean that there was like a lack of places for people to get like mental health. But like, what do you think they're putting people in there with like Down syndrome or like, you know, like how we have like autism as we recognize it today?
I think that's a lot of it because a lot of people didn't know how to take care of or manage people. Like that.
Or like schizophrenia or like that kind of stuff or
1938 report stated that the hospital held quote epileptics, alcoholics, drug addicts, and non-educated mental defectives. That's a direct quote, by the way. That's not me saying that.
Okay, so not all these people were like
not all these people were actually mentally ill. They were people in society that society didn't know what to do with.
That's sad.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. So it was supposed to be a health institution, right?
Right.
And it didn't end up that way because they ended up just, like I said, housing societies unwanted.
Yeah.
It wasn't somebody who was actually necessarily struggling with mental health. There are people in here who say later on in here, I wrote somewhere that, here it is. Not just those in poor mental health, but the hospital was overrun with issues like drug and alcohol addiction, female hysteria, women who had deserted their husband, people with asthma, tuberculosis, and indigestion. So many of those.
I was about to say, I would be in there. Wow.
Men could have their wives committed just so they could get rid of them, so they could have an affair.
That makes so much sense.
And sometimes children were even dropped off to be wards of the state.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
So initially, it was supposed to be like Dr. Kirkbride was an American psychiatrist, and he came up with the Kirkbride plan of treatment. And he was a physician who developed this, and it was architecturally and therapeutically designed to actually help people, like the way the light came in, the way the airflow was, to actually get them better and get them to a healthy spot, not just lock them away. Obviously, it didn't turn out that way.
Oh, God.
Female hysteria.
I mean, here's the thing. Well, that I would have been
indigestion.
Both I would be locked up right away. Silent reflux and female hysteria. I am definitely
bye.
I would be fucked.
Bye.
And my child has asthma. We're all fucked.
We're all of us.
That's rude.
Just being a woman.
But let's also put the people with tuberculosis in with like the people with asthma and like the this all sounds like a recipe for good things.
Good things.
Really good.
All good things. And then the people who actually need the mental health help aren't getting it.
Obviously.
Because men want to go, have affairs.
My wife's crazy.
So they have to put them
That is so
away.
sad and fucked up how like indisposable women were.
I mean, in some parts of the world, they still are.
True. That's fucked up.
Ugh.
Ugh.
But a 1949 news inquiry found that the hospital had poor sanitation and not enough lighting, furniture, heating, or other basic necessities.
That's horrible.
It is horrible.
Oh.
We don't actually know how many people died there. There are people researching to try to figure it out, but it's estimated to be in the tens of thousands.
Wow.
Because a lot of it, like, there were so many people there that someone died. You kind of just,
like gone,
gone.
Mass grave or cremation, I'm sure.
So you want to talk bad energy?
Oh God.
Buckle up.
No, yeah.
So the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum was home to Walter Freeman, one of my least favorite people in all of history.
Okay.
Walter Freeman invented the transorbital lobotomy procedure, also known as the ice pick transorbital approach.
I've heard about that.
So the approach involved placing an instrument that looked like an ice pick against the top of the eye socket and then using a mallet. I need a minute.
Can I plug my ears through this?
No! And then using a mallet to drive the instrument through the thin layer of bone and into the brain. Yeah. Freeman's lobotomies did not require a neurosurgeon, and he boasted that it could be performed outside of an operating room. These were often performed by untrained psychiatrists without anesthesia, and they would sometimes use electroconvulsive therapy to induce a seizure to ultimately make people go unconscious.
Well, if you weren't fucked, you're fucked by then.
It is estimated that Freeman performed roughly 4,000 lobotomies on patients as young as 12. And it is important to note that he had no surgical training. We could do a whole podcast on Walter Freeman.
But we don't do true crime.
We don't.
Well, there's a special place in hell for that kind of person if I believed in it, but I don't, so fuck.
As many as 100 patients of his died of cerebral hemorrhage. And Walter Freeman was banned from performing the surgery in 1967, but his procedure had by then spread across the world.
The fuck is wrong with people?
Before being banned, he would travel around the country visiting mental institutions, spreading his views and techniques to staff at these locations. So cool.
That's amazing.
So the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum became home to the West Virginia Lobotomy Project in the early 90s. Walter Freeman introduced this to help with overcrowding at the hospital, claiming that the lobotomies would cure unruly patients and they could be sent home. Yeah, you know why? Because it basically made you
non-functioning.
So patients at the hospital who could not be controlled, it's fine. They were just locked in cages.
That makes total sense. That reminds me of the, have you seen, pretty sure you watched the Chimp Crazy.
Oh my gosh. I've gone through so many emotions.
I know.
Watching this show. By the end of, I think, the second or third episode, I think I texted you saying, I am in tears and I am
third.
furious.
Yeah. So
Just
if you have not seen Chimp Crazy, I think it's on HBO Max or Max now, but it's done by the same director who did Tiger King. And it is so well done. Like, it is
so well done.
I mean, he is so good at making people look insane, but then making insane people look even crazier. Like, I don't know. It's just his directing is like how he does things. I just love it.
This show.
But this comes down to what you were saying is how they would, if they're like actually insane, they would keep you in cages. And in this show, it's all of these chimpanzees who are insanely intelligent beings.
Unbelievably.
Like, but also like dangerous as fuck. Like, you should not be around them, which you learn watching this about all the fucked up things that happen to people.
Can I just say how furious? I mean, I'm not going to give too many spoilers in case you guys haven't watched it, but we all remember the story of the woman who got her face ripped off by a chimp, right? That was in like the mid 2000s, which I thought it was before that. But so they show her on an Oprah interview, and Oprah has the audacity to say, "Will you lift the veil so we can see?" That bothered me so much.
Like,
I'm like, how dare
Oprah
you?
Winfrey, shut the fuck up.
Like you, how dare you say that to this woman who has literally walked through hell?
But if you remember that case, and like I remember it, but I haven't seen anything about it since like it happened. Pretty much. It goes through like that whole situation. It has police body cam footage. It has
my gosh,
you guys, it is so intense. Like that was mind blowing to me. Like that whole thing, it was just crazy.
The whole show, but yeah, back to what you said. Like they're just keeping these intelligent creatures in cages.
Yeah,
thinking that they're doing something good for them, but they're not.
But it's turning them mentally unstable, like even more as they go, and which is why they do these things.
And the people who justify having a chimp as a pet or having a big cat as a pet, like I got nothing.
It's like putting fucking orcas in fish tanks and being like, they're fine. Like, no, all of it. None of it's okay because they're all so insane. I mean, none of it's okay, but they're also intelligent and whatever. But that, it just reminds me of, it's the same thing. Like this one monkey chimp was in a basement in a cage for, I don't even know how long. The only stimulation was watching TV.
And she thought she was doing something good for it.
Yeah.
When really she was just making herself feel better.
Like, which is just wild. But that's like with this, it's these people, like they're already not okay.
They're already not okay.
And then you lock them in a thing with probably no sunlight, no
when the initial architectural design of this place was an actual wellness center.
Right.
And it was never that. And what that person had to do, I believe it was Dr. Kirk Kane something. What was it? Whatever doctor it was that designed this place. Like he probably had to jump through so many hoops and was laughed at and was not taken seriously because he wanted to actually help people.
And then he probably got overrun or overruled by someone and it turned into what the shit show that it is or was.
Probably. They also used insulin shock therapy, which I never heard of this before.
I haven't heard of it either.
So basically, they would inject patients with high dosages of insulin to send them into a coma. Sometimes the coma would result in the patient suffering from a seizure or become obese after long-term treatment. This was widely practiced in the U.S. and the U.K. until the 1950s.
The fuck?
Right? Like, what?
Wow.
Like, I guess over time we learned things and, you know, we didn't always know what was okay and what was not. But what?
You're sending people into comas and, like, making them be obese from... Okay.
Did you see that there's a new movie coming out and it's got Robert Pattinson and a bunch of other people. I can't even think of their name. Toni Collette. Anyway, Robert Pattinson is this guy that just like doesn't want to do life anymore. So he signs up for this program where they basically find different ways to kill a person and then they keep bringing him back to life. So like he doesn't really die, but he signs up for, I don't know the whole premise of it, but it sounds like he signs up for this program where they keep finding different ways to see how the body reacts to certain things.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
I want to watch that. That sounds cool.
And he keeps coming back. What threw me is you hear the narrator of this preview to this movie And I had no idea it was even Robert Pattinson because is it Pattinson?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Mm-hmm.
Because his voice is like this, like this newsy guy from. And I would have never known that was his voice.
Is it like American? Is he American accent in it? Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But it looks interesting.
Yeah, that's
because like we don't know a lot of things until we study it, right?
Yeah.
But in this situation, they can keep bringing him back, and then at some point, two of him come back at the same time, and then that causes pandemonium. And it looks like a really good movie.
That was really good. It sounds really good. I want to see that.
That one seems exciting. I don't really watch movies. Like
I know. Me too. I know. It's like
it's hard to sit down and watch a movie.
Well, we have a lot of children and
there's
a lot of life.
Children.
And a lot of times when I just lay down, like the last thing I want to do is try and focus on a movie.
Right. I put on my trash TV.
Yeah, that is mindless.
Completely mindless.
Yeah.
Let's not even get on to the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Amanda was texting me about it today. Amanda shaves her grandma's cat.
Yep.
She hasn't seen it yet, but she says it keeps popping up, but she doesn't have Hulu. And I was like, I will give you my login.
I'll give you my login.
Yeah, I was like, watch it.
It's garbage.
The best kind of garbage.
It's just like, what bothers me is I grew up Mormon.
Yeah.
Nothing about that has anything to do with the Mormon lifestyle.
Well, and I think that's what's frustrating is like
David keeps showing like crosses and stuff in like is it called B-roll when they just have different
B-roll.
They keep showing like crosses and like the Mormon church doesn't even use crosses.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, not at all.
It's like them holding hands walking in front of the Mormon temple, which is just like nothing about these girls is Mormon. It's kind of like being Christian and saying, okay, I went to church growing up. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Bible, but I don't go to church anymore. I don't practice. I don't like.
Which if they want to practice Mormonism in their own way, that's totally fine. You do you. But to say that they are Mormon when they're doing all the things that are completely against the teachings.
But it's the reason why the show is so successful is because the whole public has this persona of what Mormons are. And these girls are like, they found that.
They found it.
They found that sweet spot.
And I'm not questioning their beliefs at all.
No, me either. But it's just like, it could be just a TV show about like a group of friends with all this scandal with Mormonism, not even a factor. Because even in the show, Mormonism isn't really.
It's not really a little bit here and there. But
but it's more about the drama about them. They were TikTokers, or they are TikTokers.
Which
But did you know, which I found that out from watching the show, that the hashtag or the thing Mom Talk is...
I didn't know that.
Mormon. I've seen it, but I didn't know Mom Talk was Mormon talk.
I didn't know that
Mom
either.
Talk is like, it's like the slang for like the mom Mormons that they are. It's like...
Oh, I didn't know
not
that.
just like moms of TikTok is kind of what I thought it was.
Oh, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, it's not. I learned that. Learn something new every day.
I didn't know that.
Anyways... but we can go back to insane people. Speaking of,
but
because some of those bitches could be in one of these asylums.
I am just gonna throw it out there that bothers me. The crosses and like the stained glass windows that you see in like a Catholic church, that has nothing to do with the Mormon church at all.
That's called bad editing by Hulu.
You missed.
Well, and one of the girls has actually like, I think her name is Macy, has an insane story of like that she got pregnant in her like when she was 16, and then her boyfriend died in a car accident while she was like, just honestly like a really sad, horrible story. But like she has then since like done all these amazing things and like all this, and they didn't
good people.
But but like it's like, why are you focusing
there's like
on
4 of them that I still can't tell apart, and I don't know who's who.
I know, same. But it's like like it was bizarre that what they chose to focus on was that when like some of them had some really good storylines outside of like that.
Yeah,
like the swinging scandal, like, or just people cheating on each other.
It's called soft swinging.
Oh, my bad. They all need upside down pineapples or something. That's the sign, apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, back to the insane asylum. The lunatic
the whole
asylum.
pom-pom thing? Like old people putting pom-poms, certain color pom-poms on their cars in Florida. I saw the freaking pom-poms in Florida.
They're loofahs.
Loofahs. Oh my God!
It's in that one community, that like there's like a community down there of old people.
Yeah, my aunt lives there.
What color loofah does she have?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in a really long time. So Aunt Jan, if you are listening, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I don't judge. I hope that when I'm their age, I'm having a great time. I don't know that I want to be doing that, but whatever it is, I hope I'm still having a great time.
There you go. You do you, boo.
Everyone does it themselves. Not like that. What just came out of my mouth? All right. Do your own thing.
Okay. Already. Okay.
What are we talking about?
The hospital began being faced with lawsuits from family members of patients and eventually closed its doors in 1994. A side note, in 1999, all 4 floors were severely damaged because, you want to take a stab?
A flood.
No.
Fire.
No. Off-duty civil county and state police officers were playing paintball. They broke in to play paintball. 3 of the officers got dismissed over this.
Holy shit. Wait, what year was this?
1999.
So it was after it had been closed. They broke in.
They were playing paintball.
I
can't really.
That sounds like a good time, except for I don't want to play paintball. That shit looks like it hurts.
I still have a scar in my arm from paintball.
You play? I always refuse. Like they would always Bill would go and text and.
It's a good time. It hurts.
I can't run fast enough.
Those suckers hurt.
I'd be the first one down on the ground and it'd be shot.
I don't see it much anymore, but I do have a scar.
Damn.
I have a scar from paintball. Broke the skin over my layer of clothing.
Well, it sounds like. I'm sad that they got fired for that. Probably makes sense, but
probably
also that's fun.
Fun. So this location is said, obviously, to be extremely haunted, not just in the past, but actively haunted to this day. The location has been featured in books, video games, movies, TV shows, documentaries, as well as paranormal TV shows such as Ghost Stories, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Paranormal Lockdown, Destination America, Portals to Hell, Destination Fear, and Sam and Colby.
Wow.
It's a hot spot, if you will.
I would say.
I want to go. I'll go.
Dildo Baggins went. We better go.
Dildo's been everywhere.
He sure has, Meg. He sure has.
I heard it once I said it as I was saying it.
That's what sometimes just comes out of the old...
Yeah, the donut.
Yeah, the donut, and you can't take it back.
There are tours throughout the building for whatever fits your fancy. You can go to the Civil War section if that tickles the old noggin. You can do a women's ward tour. You can tour the unit for the criminally insane.
Oh, dear.
Or you can just straight up go for the paranormal tour.
Okay.
So they have an array of tours, from historical to paranormal to true crime, all that stuff. Staff visitors and a large array of paranormal investigators all report experiencing paranormal activity. Who are some of the spirits that are residing there, may you ask? First, we have Little Lily. Little Lily is one of the most well-known ghosts in the building. The story is that of Gladys and Lily. Gladys was sent to the asylum when she was supposedly raped by soldiers, because that's a good enough reason to send somebody to an asylum. After she was admitted, it was discovered that she was pregnant. Gladys passed during childbirth, and the nurses immediately took care of the baby, naming her Lily. According to the legend, the baby had a home for a very short period of time and was returned to the nurses. At the age of 9, she unfortunately contracted pneumonia, and she ultimately succumbed to it. Today, people like to visit the room where Lily resided during her time there. She had her own room. It sounds like while she was there, she was taken care of. Some claim that the toys will move on their own. Or if you bring candy, the candy will disappear. Staff say that this is just Lily playing with her toys, eating the candy that she loves.
Oh,
I like that one. Staff and visitors report hearing laughter, getting gently touched on the shoulder or back, or seeing a young girl dash between objects, apparently playing hide and seek.
Okay.
It's just a little kid.
Yeah.
Next, we have Dean, Big Jim, and David Mason. So all 3 of these men were in the criminally insane ward of the hospital. Big Jim and David Mason were considered the top 10 most dangerous men in America at this point. The 2 inmates repeatedly tried to hang Dean, but never succeeded. One day they did. They forced Dean's head down under the bedpost. Trigger warning. And then jumped on the bed.
Oh, my God.
Obviously killing him. All 3 spirits are said to remain in the ward. You okay there?
Okay.
That's probably one of the more horrific. I was too late on the trigger warning there. I was a little too late on the trigger warning there. Dean is still known as a quiet spirit, and he will move things or make himself known, but in a calm way. He just wants to kind of make it known that he's there. But the moment that the spirits of Big Jim or David Mason come around, Dean will disappear.
That's like, I've heard of that, like, this show Kindred Spirits that I've watched, where like sometimes they will find ghosts who are afraid of other ones. Like if they show up, they're gone. They want nothing to do with them, which is like
that's interesting.
It is interesting.
The energy of it. Big Jim and David Mason are known as large shadows that go around in this ward, the criminally insane ward. When they show up, the entire energy of the room will change, causing guests and employees to feel sick or unsettled. Then we have the spirit called Slewfoot. Do you know what Slewfoot is? One of my favorite books by Brom. But do you know what Slewfoot?
No.
It's like another word for the devil.
Oh. Yeah. Yes, I actually did know that. Now that you say that, I did know that. Yeah.
Slewfoot. There's a couple of other variations of that. No one knows how Slewfoot got his name. It is a nickname for the devil. Legend goes that in life, he was a patient at the hospital who would roam around the second floor and lure people to the upstairs bathroom where he would torture and kill them. Today, he remains in the bathrooms on the upstairs floor, making noises, knocking on the walls or the stalls, and giving people an uneasy feeling. So, he's not great.
Not great.
Not great.
I mean, if he's nicknamed after the devil, I feel like it's
not great.
Not great.
Then there's Ruth, the ghost. On the first floor, there was a patient named Ruth that lived in the hospital during the Civil War. According to legend, she hated men and had an unbridled fury against them.
Well, probably because she was put there.
Too.
Like, yeah, she was probably put there for whatever reasons and stayed because she's like, fuck them.
Right? I mean, fair.
It's probably that, what is it, female, what was it? The female...
Hysteria?
Hysteria.
Probably. If you are a lady, no worries. She'll leave you alone. She's fine. She's pleasant. However, if you go into her area of the hospital and you are a man, she will start throwing things at you.
I like her energy. I like it.
It's probably very well deserved.
Well, I would assume so.
I'm assuming something terrible happened to her because of a man.
Yeah. To have that much anger, that's still with her.
Throughout the building, there are often reports of seeing Civil War era soldiers roaming around. They don't do much other than roam around, but it is assumed that they died in the hallways from.
Oh,
it was being built during the Civil War, so they probably did get patients.
Yeah,
that died there. Nurse Elizabeth is another spirit. In life, she would work on various floors, taking care of patients. She is still said to go room to room, checking in to see if anybody is in need or care.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. James was a patient who died in the bathtub from a heart attack, and he is still there, checking in on employees and visitors, showing himself and then vanishing, brushing by someone, or just making noises when someone is around. There is a room towards the back of the asylum that is said to be one of the most haunted. Legend said that a man was murdered in the room by his peers, and there are reports of cold spots, unexplained noises, and intense unease.
Yeah. So do you think he's a bad guy, and they all said, like, fuck you, or?
Yeah, it sounds like that if that's what the energy is, because I feel like if it were more like a dean who was actually a kind soul, it would be more of a comforting feeling. Or he was made that way because they excluded him.
Yeah, or it was, the energy came from the hate that they put into killing him. There is that too. Residual.
The Wandering Man is the tale of a man who was a patient at the asylum and was known for his habit of wandering the halls at night. And after his death, visitors and staff have reported still seeing a shadowy figure walking through the corridors, often disappearing around the corner or into thin air.
Dang.
It just roams. There's the Screaming Woman, and this is one of the most chilling stories about a screaming woman who was committed to the asylum and was known for her constant screaming. Her screams were so disturbing that she was eventually isolated in a room by herself, and even after death, she is still said to be screaming, and people will hear her. It's kind of back to that. Would you rather have a spirit that snores or a spirit that sings?
God damn it.
Right? I'd still go with snoring on that one.
I mean, same. That reminds me too of like Screaming Woman, which maybe it's because I just watched it recently. That episode of Grey's Anatomy where like the bomb ends up in the guy's chest and his wife comes in and can't speak. All she does is scream the whole time. Do you remember that? She's like
vaguely.
She's like hysterical, and it's like she finally says that like they were playing with like grenades.
Yeah.
But the whole episode, she's just screaming, and you're just like, when you finally find out, you just want to slap her. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you screaming like that? Like, what's that gonna do for anybody? But it is wild, like how people react in different states of shock and life, and people do different things.
Yeah.
Karev screams in her face and she finally stops.
That's right. I remember that. So there's the shadowy figure, and there are many reports of shadowy figures roaming around the room, parts of the asylum. Some describe this particular one as a tall, thin figure that moves quickly and silently, and others say that this one is a dark mist that will kind of like evaporate into the wall.
Ooh.
So I don't know how to feel about that one. There's the spectral children, and that's reports of ghostly children playing in the asylum. Because remember, children were dropped off there. They're particularly, that's a tough word, in the areas where the children ward was once located. Visitors have reported hearing laughter, footsteps, and the sound of children's voices, even when no one is around. There's often the feeling of being watched. Visitors to the asylum have reported the sense of being watched even when they are completely alone. And some have described feeling a cold chill down their spine or a sense of dread that they can't explain.
Oh.
I was going to read this. There's reasons for being admitted. This is an actual...
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm mentally ready for this.
Ready?
Okay.
This is reasons for being admitted to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum back in the late early 1900s. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Kicked in the head by a horse.
Okay.
Hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
Immortal life.
Okay.
Ill treatment by husband.
Yeah, because then they just deserve to be in a mental asylum.
Intemperance and business troubles.
Okay.
Laziness.
Oh, fuck.
Marriage of son. Masturbation and syphilis.
Together.
This is an official. This is the reasons for admittance. This was a sign there from 1864 to 1889. This was a sign that was there. Masturbation for 30 years.
Okay.
Medicine to prevent conception.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Novel reading.
You're fucked.
Jealousy and religion.
Again.
Opium habits. Political excitement. Half the country's gone at this point.
I mean, I was about to shut up right now.
Parents were cousins.
Okay. I mean, sometimes that I feel like that could make sense why you would have to be there. Maybe you wouldn't be all as mentally sharp as you could.
Religious enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
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 Bad company. Like, are you bad company?
Or
were you in the presence of bad company?
So, like, people could just admit you for, like, anything.
Bad whiskey.
Bad whiskey?
Bad whiskey.
So you drank bad whiskey?
Maybe you served someone bad whiskey.
Like,
sorry.
But, okay.
Tobacco and masturbation.
Tobacco and masturbation. Perfect.
Carbonic acid gas. I don't know what that is. Carbonic acid gas.
I wonder if that's like laughing gas or something like that.
Maybe. Asthma, we talked about. Bloody flux. So if you're coughing up blood, I guess.
I think you should be in a real hospital for that.
Yeah.
I think that's where you should be.
Decoyed into the army. Desertion of husband. Mm-hmm. Deranged masturbation.
Well, there's a lot of masturbation on here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A female disease.
What's that?
I don't know.
You're born a female?
You're born a female.
It's a disease.
Dissipation of the nerves. Fell from a horse in the war.
That's specific.
Sexual derangement.
I feel like that makes sense.
Seduction and disappointment.
So what, you try and seduce someone and it doesn't work, so you get disappointed, you get
This one just says Salvation Army. I don't know. Rumor of husband murder. So we're both committed at this point.
It's a rumor that you would murder.
I'm going to kill him.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucked.
Yeah. Grief.
Also fucked. We'd be in there for sure.
Snuff eating for 2 years. Not 1 year.
What's snuff eating?
Isn't snuff like drugs? Isn't that snuff?
I guess. I've never heard of it like that.
Like
snuff,
cocaine?
like cocaine? It could be, but...
I don't know.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Could be
snuff
wrong.
eating? Wouldn't it be like snuff... Like... Okay. Anyways.
Shooting your daughter.
That... Okay. Yeah. But also
I feel
prison.
like prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Superstition. Women troubles.
Oh, fuck.
Venereal excess. Uterine derangement. Well, they used to think that the uterus was just kind of floating around in there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was like, walking uterine scissor. Like it could just kind of walk out on its own. But I'm not making that up.
No, I
they
believe
thought,
you.
Like the wandering uterus was a thing.
Like I'd just get out and
That's
have
why
legs.
you couldn't ride horses. You would just bounce off.
Just bounce that uterus right out. Okay.
Time of life. It's you know what, Raina? You're a little too old.
It's that time. It's that time.
Fighting a fire. You could,
Okay.
Suppressed masturbation. So really, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
At this
so
point.
if you masturbate too much, you're in. If you don't masturbate, you're in.
So, suppression of menses. Could you do that back then?
No. I mean, I'm sure they had drugs.
Maybe if you stopped having a period for whatever reason, they would say,
like, if you're like people with weight issues or eating issues, or like, I mean, some people just don't get their periods.
Some people just don't get them,
or not for a long time. Dang, menopause,
exposure to the army.
Okay,
exposure to quackery, excitement as an officer.
Okay,
egotism, dropsy.
Wait, what is dropsy?
I think that's like
pretty positive.
Epilepsy?
No, it's a I'm pretty
No.
It's the one where you fall asleep.
That's epilepsy.
That's not
not epilepsy.
No, epilepsy is where you have seizures.
Where you fall asleep. What is that? That's not what dropsy is.
What's dropsy?
Edema. Fluid retention, dropsy and hydropsy, the buildup of fluid in the body's tissue.
Oh, okay. Not dropsy. But I feel like one of the sisters nicknamed his aunt Dropsy because she has whatever it is.
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy. There it is. Yeah.
Dropsy.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I don't know.
And then there's domestic troubles. I mean, there's more, but geez, Louise.
So it's fair to say that you and I would both be in the asylum for one reason or another.
Oh, I'm pretty sure every person
on planet
Earth
for something.
One, if you have a uterus,
you're definitely in there.
So that's half the population. And then aggravated by politics.
I was gonna say there's a few of those that are hand in hand with people right now who I feel like could possibly go to an asylum for a little while, but it's for a little bit.
Just for a minute.
I'm pretty positive my dad got kicked in the head by a horse. There's like a story about this, so I'm pretty sure he would have been in there.
Got kicked by a horse.
Yeah, I know he got kicked by a horse. I don't know for sure it was in the head, but I remember a story about that growing up.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
You know. So,
oh man. Well, I mean, yeah. So we would have been committed to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
1,000%.
1,000%.
If not just for being women and all of the things, for literally doing this, I don't know.
I mean, we'd be convicted of so many things from this.
I do feel like whenever I tell people about like me doing this, I feel like they're either going to be like, "That's so cool," or "You're fucking insane." Because I think it's
let them.
Well, no, I know, but it's like one or the other. It's like I was telling the friend I was talking about earlier. I said I was telling her about this, and a lot of people who know me in my like everyday life, who are not close to me, do not know about the podcast or about like this side of me. It's not something I advertise, and I'm not there yet. Because not that I'm embarrassed about the podcast or any of that, because I'm not. Because I'll tell people. Right. I just haven't posted on my social media yet for family reasons, and because I got to get there eventually. But it's always funny because like she was like, someone told me, they're like, "You're like an onion. The more you get to know, you just peel back and there's like more." And I was like, yes, I just get weirder and weirder.
Weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
I like it.
But it's true. I don't care. I'm not offended.
My fourth grader was upset on the way home from school today because there's this particular young person who, Mom, she calls me weird, and she always looks at me like I'm weird. And I said, congratulations.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, be weird.
Like, be weird. Let her.
Can I also tell you what happened? My fifth grader, who is your fourth grader's best friend, the twins, was crying last night on the car on the way home.
I heard this.
Did you hear this?
Lucy told me.
Was crying because she was like, I'm not going to have my, like, what did she call her? I can't remember what she called her. She called her something like when she's upset or when she needs someone, she's not going to be at school with her. Oh, and she like cried the whole way home about it. And
because
like,
we live 2 blocks away from each other, but we were in 2 different zones for middle school.
Wild, which I hate. But it was like, I was like, Kyler, like, it's not happening yet. Like, breathe. And I was like, and sometimes you don't see Lucy all day at school. Like, Meg and I are still friends. You're still going to see her. But I was like,
Right? You can still walk right down the road.
Our
We're
little
gonna be there.
God, anyways.
The little ones that look exactly alike. And even when my dad was here this summer, he's like, "Oh, that's weird."
Yeah, it messes you up real bad.
Because you can't tell.
If they have their backs turned to you, or even when Kyler was at summer camp for a month, I went over to your house and it was like I would see Lucy out of the corner of my eye and I would think it was Kyler, even though she wasn't there. But it's like I was like, that's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
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 They're so freaking cute, you guys.
They are little besties.
And they both like have the little same speech, like how they say certain words. Oh,
adorable.
I love it.
So this is just a funny little detail about life. And I feel like there's more to the story that I didn't get told, but it was just the funniest shit ever when my daughter came home and told me this. So anybody who doesn't know me in real life or knows this, whatever. I am not athletically inclined. I have 2 very bad knees that dislocate. I don't work out. It's not my jam. I am slightly spastic when it comes to a lot of things. Even though I was a cheerleader, it doesn't, I had to work really hard to be like somewhat okay at it. I'm not just naturally inherently good at like physical activity, if you will. So my oldest daughter is a lot like me. We're very artistic and it's not our jam. So she has PE this week. Oh. And so she gets in the car yesterday and she goes, "Mom, I think you're going to be really mad at me, but please don't be mad, but I have to tell you something." And I was like, "Okay." She goes, "I have an F in PE." And I was like, how does one get an F in PE? She goes, "Well, we had a written test and I got 3 questions wrong. So that was like a B-. And then the other part of the test was doing push-ups and I could only do 1. So I ended up with an F."
They grade you on the amount of push-ups you can do?
Here's the thing. I don't think that part's real. I think I'm getting told in Australian terms, they call it a porky pie, a little lie.
Oh, a porky pie.
Porky pie.
Porky pie. I love that.
It's anything that like rhymes is like,
Porky pie.
but a porky pie. But I got an email from the teacher that she was able to retake the test because it was severely going to impact her grade currently because it was the only thing in the grade book.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, next time let's really study and let's pay attention. And like, there's a lesson learned. But was I crying? I was laughing so hard because I was like, so you're getting failed in PE because you couldn't do push-ups?
Fair. Yeah.
I mean. Like I said,
Oh,
more to
boy.
the story, but I was like, that's my child. She is mine.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that's on the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
So raise your hand if you're all going to be in there. At least we could be in there together, all the lunatics.
All
like
the
we say,
lunatics
it's
would be
good to
there.
be a lunatic.
I mean, it is. We'd all be in great company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
stop doing that. Jesus.
We're really hanging out too much, though. We're like,
we keep saying the same thing.
and then we just stop and look at each other. We're like, God.
So we got a couple events coming up, you guys. We've got pretty soon here. We are going to be doing the Nightmare on Main Street in Sumner, Washington.
Yep.
And
what's that date?
The 20th. Yeah, because the 18th is the Ording Manor.
Yeah. So first is the 18th, Ording Manor.
Yep.
Masquerade. That's where we are the entertainment, and we are going to be doing the haunting of Ording Manor. So we are actually going to be going and investigating it very soon. And we will do that report. You'll see some stuff on our Instagram stories, but then that is going to be it. So if you are local, you should come because it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be, it sounds like if we can make it work, doing a little mini ghost investigation.
I think we're going to do an SD session.
Yeah. So if you want to participate, it's going to be a good time.
I think it's going to be a good time. I'm the one that has to go up into the attic by myself.
Well, that was your decision.
Yeah, it really was.
Yep.
Someone's going to come with me.
Yeah, I don't know who. Not me, because I have to be the hostess, the other people.
Hostess with them. Oh, I would much rather take the attic. 100%.
Oh, see? This is why we work, because I would
Take
so much
the
rather
attic.
be with the people.
No.
Give me the people. You want the dead.
I want...
Obviously.
Yes.
Yes. But then the Sumner thing in the main street is we're going to have our stand there. We might be taking ghost stories. We have to discuss that.
Yeah.
I think we need to find out more details about it.
Bring the kids down.
Either way, yeah.
They're going to be handing out candy.
Yep, candy. So we'll be handing out candy. We'll be dressed like witches in our best form. And we'll just be there. So come say hi and, I don't know, walk around downtown Sumner. So freaking cute.
So cute. I believe they're going to be doing a spooky movie in the town square.
Yep.
So
it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
And then go see our girls over at Valley Social while you're there. Get yourself a lunatic soup there or a glass of wine or whatever.
Or a champagne float.
Or that. They might not have champagne floats. Oh, it's not summer. But they have a gelato bar. I'm sure you actually could.
I'm sure you could get a gelato.
I wonder if they had like a pumpkin gelato. I wonder. I just wonder.
I wonder.
We should ask them.
I bet they do.
We should go
That
visit.
would be really good with champagne.
It would be.
A pumpkin gelato.
Anyways, but so we have some fun things coming up. If you want to hang out with us, you can. Lucky
I hope you're enjoying your spooky season.
Yeah, we are.
Because I love spooky season.
It's the best.
I've been waiting all year for this.
I know. It's literally all we talk about. And then now it's here. And then what do you even do?
It's practically
also,
here.
For those of you who don't know, Meg made the most insane cutout of wood for her headless horseman. The headless horseman.
I cut wood?
You know you did. And it is the most, like, I'm so impressed and jealous and all the things. But I need you to make me a cauldron.
I have people like actually asking me to make things for them.
Yeah,
So
like
I'll post
me.
a picture. I'll post a picture of my Hessian soldier.
Yes, but I want a cauldron because I want to be able to put the smoke coming out of the top of it.
We can do a cauldron.
Like how cool would just a big cauldron to be in the front
cauldron
yard?
Would be easy.
Yeah,
and I get to use my router tool, which I love. But you know what? I did get mad at my dad because I took this tool from my dad's garage. He gave it to me. He said he was getting rid of it. So I'm like, okay. He's explaining to me how to use this router, which it's not rocket science.
Yeah.
But then he goes, "Hey, Doug, come here. This is a really dangerous tool. Please make sure." And I just looked at my dad. I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir. Are you consulting my husband in regards to me? Because that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen."
But didn't your husband tell you no power tools while he was gone with that? Just in case something happened.
He said, "Can you please not use the router unless I'm home, just in case something happens?"
And what did you do?
I finished the whole project.
She told me that, and I was like, Megan,
did I die?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Thank God.
Not yet.
I feel like that would put you in the insane
I've got
asylum.
all my phalanges.
Well, thank God for the phalanges. You got spooky phalanges. I gotta go spooky. Mine are plain because I was photographing a wedding.
Walmart, baby. They've been on for 10 days.
Whoa, that's impressive.
Dashing diva.
Damn, that's very impressive.
Nail wraps.
I'm going burgundy next, and then maybe some blood.
I want blood ones.
I'll paint you blood ones.
I love that.
I'll make you dripping blood nails for our whatever weekend it is.
Whatever that is.
You know, whenever we do all the things. Anyways. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in like always. Make sure you get yourself some lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world, especially during spooky season,
it's good to be a lunatic and end up in the lunatic asylum with us.
For a traveling uterus, most likely. Wandering.
Bye.